Hello, hi out there. Welcome. This is Gloria, and I'm Gloria, and this is Yoga with Gloria. Thanks for joining me today. As always, we have 1 hour live yoga class here for you guys virtually, and I'm so happy to see returning students here all the time and new students coming in. And just want to remind you that I love making it accessible and free to all, but the live streams are not free to make. So if you would like to help me make these videos, there are several ways you can support. You can become a supporter by Patreon or PayPal. You can schedule a private Zoom session with me, or you can simply tell your friends, share on social media, or coworkers, friends, anyone that could use yoga in their life. So there's more information on how to become a supporter in the video's description. So, all right, let's get started. Please say hello in the comments so I know who's out there with me. And today's going to be a full body flow, probably a strong, balanced detox with modifications. All right. Hi, Roseanne. Hi, Daisy from LA. Okay. Hi, Suresh. So let's get started. You can sit any comfortable way. You can sit cross-legged or like this. Either way is fine. And we're just going to interlace our fingers. Hi, Lily. And reach our arms overhead. So if it's not comfortable to sit like this, you can also just sit on a block like this. Or you can just sit crisscross. Rosita, hello, welcome. Welcome back. And then we're just going to twist. So you take your hand. Monica, you made it. Abigail, good to see you again. I bumped into Abigail at Whole Foods. Always good to see people again in real life. Monica, all right, let's turn other direction. So you can sit any way that you like, any comfortable position there. All right, so we're going to take both hands out this way. I'm going to take my right arm. If you're mirroring me, you take your left arm. We're just going to inhale and we're going to bring our hands in towards our face. Then we're going to press that arm straight as we turn and look over the opposite shoulder. So we're just stretching our neck, the scalenes in the front of our neck. So I'm taking my right hand toward my face and then pressing away and straightening the arm as you look over your left shoulder. So inhale, bring it in. Exhale, press it away, look over the opposite shoulder. Inhale, coming in. Hi, Jasmine. Exhale, press it away. Let's do 3 more here. 3, 2, and last one, bringing it in, pressing it out, and hold, and release. And then we'll do the other side. So both palms are facing you, and as you inhale, you're going to bring the further palm towards your face, and then press it away and straighten that arm and look over the opposite shoulder. So inhale, coming in, exhale, pressing away. Inhale, coming in, exhale, press away. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Do 3 more like this. Last one. And release. All right, let's shrug the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. One more time. Forward, up, back, and down. And we're going to interlace. Stretch nice and tall. Make fists. And let's just reach one arm higher than the other. One arm higher than the other. Maybe even walk your hands out to do the full side body stretch, turning the chest up. Other side. If you're more flexible, you can bring the elbow down. Don't force it. And release. And we're just going to close our eyes, connecting to our breath just for a minute here. So as you inhale through the nose, exhale your breath completely. So inhale, belly expands wide. And exhale, it relaxes down towards your spine. Nice deep full breath in. And nice complete breath out. Coming into the present moment, bringing that awareness to your breath, to your body, feeling that inhale like an ocean wave on belly, ribs, chest, rise on the inhale, and then fall on the exhale. 2 more times like that. Belly, ribs, chest, rise on the inhale, and fall on the exhale. Last time, belly, ribs, chest. Rise on the inhale. Let's hold it a little longer here. Lift your chest. Take the sides of your neck back. Open your mouth and blow it out. Good. Hands in front of your heart. Drop your gaze and take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. Let's fill that in with 3 ohms. Inhaling deeply. All right, let's open our eyes and we'll start on our backs today. So let's go ahead and roll down. Okay, so then we're just going to take the elbows down and we're going to lift up our pelvis, drop it down, roll it up, drop it down, lift it up and down, squeezing on the way up, so activate your glutes and hamstrings. Let's do 3 more full extension here. 3, 2, last one. And see if you can interlace your fingers behind you. Straighten the arms, pressing down. Walk your feet a little closer together. And then if you're able to, you're just going to bend the right knee into your chest. And maybe that's it, or maybe you can straighten it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then other side, left knee in. Maybe straighten it for 5. Hi, Karina. Welcome. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Release your hands and slowly come on down. Draw the knees into your chest. Let's make little circles in one direction and the other direction. If you have a block, you can squeeze it, turn on the adductors, and we're just going to go side to side, just feeling the low back, stretching. You can do cactus arms here, or you can just straighten the arms. So again, squeezing in towards the block and pulling the knees up. Side to side, exhaling as you drop down, noticing how we start to mobilize in your low back, and notice how that feels, how cranky or stiff your spine might be right now before we begin. And if you like that one, you can keep doing that, or we're going to add on. So the same movement, knees drop to the side, but now you're going to kick the top leg straight. Knees drop to the side, kick the top leg straight. Kick the top leg straight, kick the top leg straight. So you may or may not be able to kick the foot right into the hand. Right there. If you can't kick it into the hand, don't worry, but you're aiming towards there someday. So. Three. All right, and then we're going to pause here with the left leg straight. And then you're going to take that left hip down. So move it down towards the top of your mat. And then if you're able to, you're going to reach back and grab the top of your foot. Some of you might not be able to, that's fine. You'll just still have a stretch here. And then from there, you can just find like a little cattail here. So you can either keep the gaze to the left, or you can look straight up. Try to relax both of your shoulder blades on the floor to widen the collarbones, and then find this twist in your body that should feel nice. Little relaxation. Try to relax into the pose. And release. And we'll do the other side. So let's start with the right knee into your chest, and then drop it over to the left for a spinal twist. You're going to stack your sitting bones one over the other. And then you're going to bend that back bottom foot, your left foot, see if you can grab onto it. And if you can, great. If you can't, you might lasso it with the belt, or you can just bend your knee. And again, try to keep the gaze straight up, and maybe shoulder blades as close as you can to the floor, widening the collarbones and taking this top hip down a little bit. Or if this doesn't work for you, you can just turn to the left and just kind of relax that way, like you're sleeping on your side, and feel that side stretch. Three more relaxing breaths in this pose. All right, and release. Let's take your right leg up, stretch into your hamstrings, pull it in. And switch, left leg up, scissor the inner thighs, and just bring the leg as close as you can in. If you're less flexible, you can keep the other leg bent. Okay, let's do some quick core here. Let's just do pull stretch. So both legs are straight. So this is the easy way here. You can just Go like this, or you can bend your knees and tap your foot. That's the easiest way. Or the hardest way, point your toes, scissor your inner thighs, straighten both legs, lift your head and shoulders, pull, pull, switch, pull, pull, switch, pull, pull, switch, pull, pull, switch. So let's do 10 more. If it's hard on your neck, you can bring your head back on the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. All right, hands behind your hamstrings here, and you're gonna just rock up. Let's cross our ankles and come onto all fours. A little cat-cow, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round your back, tuck the tailbone under. Drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round your back. Drop your belly, round your back. Drop your belly, and you can continue doing cat-cow, or you're going to do jump rope with your spine. So you're just going to swing your hips and your ribs to the left, and then up in cat pose, and then swing your ribs to the right, and then drop it down for cow pose, to the left, up, the right, and down. It's like a jump rope, left, right, and down. So whatever feels natural for you to stretch out. You can keep your arms slightly bent, and then you can take it the opposite direction. Do 3 more. 2. Last one. All right. Let's curl your toes. Actually, let's come on down to your belly. Point your toes, hands by your hips, chin down. Shalabhasana, come on up. Fire your back muscles and back down and up and down. And then you can take either Sphinx pose like this, forearms parallel to the side of your mat, or you can come up for your Cobra if you're ready for that. Roll your shoulders back. And then downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, shake your head yes and no. Left leg steps forward. Right leg steps forward. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. You're going to walk your hands off your mat to the left. If you cannot touch the floor, you're going to use a block or a soup can or a book. And then walk your hands over to the other side. Back to center, bend your left knee and twist over to the right. Modifiers, you're taking your hand on your low back and you're turning the torso to the right. Other side, bend your right knee and turn. Hi, Teresa. And back to center. Let's circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the hearts. Let's do about 2 rounds. Hi, Jawad. Welcome. Glad you guys can join. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold right leg back. Left leg back, lower to your belly. Point your toes, come up for Cobra and downward facing dog. So right leg comes forward. If you're new to yoga, you can bend the left knee to the floor, grab your ankle and bring it forward and then come back up. Or you can just grab it and do this. Okay, left leg forward and circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Circle, inhale, exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold left leg back, right leg back to your belly or chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and downward facing dog. Left leg steps forward, right leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Let's do one more round. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, left leg back. Chaturanga or to your belly. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward. Left leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, dive it back. Left leg back. Right leg back to your belly. Find your cobra and downward facing dog. Left leg steps forward. Right leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Okay. Feet are hips width distance apart. Unlock your knees, take your hips back, your knees back, hips back, knees back. Back is braced, low back is braced and strong. And take your hands by your side. Put your weight in your heels. Look at my feet can even come up. My back is flat. My core is braced. And I'm breathing, expanding into my ribs. And I'm staying here, or I can sit even further back as I bring my arms up, and this will really put more weight into your low back. So straining your low back, glutes and hamstrings, and that's when you're doing it right. So that's good. So see if you can lift the arms. 3 more breaths here. Weight is in your heels. Back is nice and flat. Chest is lifted. Good. Hands by your side. And you're just going to do little good morning up and down. Your back should be shaking now. Your hamstrings or glutes should be really trembling or working hard. Let's do 3 more, 2 more. Last one, forward fold. All right, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. Let's bring your knees closer together for chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips for chair pose. And then forward fold, let's clasp your hands behind you and try to straighten it. You can use towel or block if you need to. Look over your left shoulder, look over the right shoulder. Release your hands to the floor, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump back to your belly, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, right leg lifts. You're gonna bend it and stack it, open your hips, look under the left underarm. Right leg forward, bend the left knee to the floor. So if you need to pad up your knees, you can always use a blanket or a towel, a big towel at home, beach towel or something. Interlace your fingers and let's stretch into those tight hip flexors. Pressing into the back knee, lifting up through the crown of your head. So you can hold static or you can pulse a little bit, like back off a little from your edge and then come to your 60, to your 80%, 60, 80%, 60, 80%. Okay, come on up. Left hip is now over the left knee. Karate chop right under your belly button, and we're going to side bend here. Stretching into the top of that IT band. That deep low back muscle. Tensor fascia lata, fanning out your ribs. And back to center. Now you're going to either drop your left hand for an easy twist, or you're going to take your elbow past your knee for a deeper twist. Namaste your hands. Maybe lift the back knee off the floor. So you're in a high lunge twist. Option to open the arms. And release. Stepping back. Most of you are going to come to your knees. Some of you can do full push-ups. Otherwise, you're going to come to your knees for 3 chaturanga push-ups. Tricep push-ups, basically. Elbows come behind you for 3, 2, 1. And then find your Cobra. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Bend it and stack it. Open up your hips. Look under the right underarm. Good. Bring that left leg forward, and you're going to drop to your knee for low lunge. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hips forward. And feel those right hip flexors stretching. Pressing into the back knee, lifting up through the crown of your head. Hips are squared. And again, you can hold static or you can pulse a little bit. Come up and then deeper in. Back up a little and then come deeper. And come back up. The right knee is over that right hip is over the right knee. I'm just going to turn this way to show you. And then you're just going to side bend here. So your elbow's over the thigh here. And you feel that really good side body. You can also put a block on the side there if you. All right. Now you're going to lift the right hand and bring your right hand to the floor, or you're going to come into a deeper twist, elbow past your knee. Namaste. Your hands, put your thumb to your heart. And you can stay here, or you can lift up off the back knee. And then open the arms up. Oh, hi, Anil. Anil. You're welcome for the classes. And then you can take a twist or bind if you like. And release. Hi, Dan. Welcome. Welcome back. Glad you can join. And let's come on to your belly. Reach your arms forward. Lift your right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Opposite, opposite. You can go nice and slow, or you can go faster like swimmers. If this is very difficult for you, then you need this the most because it's good for your posture muscles here. and your glutes and the whole backside. And release down. Hands by your side. Come up for Cobra and downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. You're going to bend it and stack it. And stay here or flip your dog. Come onto the edge of your left foot, the ball of your right foot, and then lift straight up. The hips come straight up for wild thing. And flip it back. Three-legged dog. Right leg comes forward. High lunge, come on up. So root down through your feet, get down a little lower if you can. Fingertips touch, and we're gonna turn and balance to the right for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And drop the left hand down. Easy twist. And step it back. Hover in a plank position. Engage your core and see if you can do these shoulder taps. So you're just taking one arm across, tapping the collarbone or the top of the shoulder. If it's too hard, just come down. We're gonna do 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, last one. All right, come on down. Find your Cobra and downward facing dog. Feet together, left leg lifts. Three-legged dog, bend your knee, stack your hips. Option to rock onto the edge of your standing leg and place the ball of your other foot down. Lift straight up for wild thing. And then flip around, three-legged dog. And then bring it forward. High lunge, come on up. Root down through your feet. Holding your crescent pose, back heels lifted. Fingertips touch. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. See if you can slowly rotate to your left. So you might only go 10 degrees, 15 degrees, or 45 degrees. So whatever your range of motion is, just go to that. Make sure you're still balancing. Exhale. 3 more. 3, 2, and last one. Hold it here. Drop your right hand to the floor. Easy twists. And step it forward for a fold. Grab your big toes, lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Left leg steps back. Come into warrior 1. Left elbow over right, eagle arms. Lift your elbows, shoulder level if you can. Hands away from the face. And let's come forward, warrior 3. You can keep your eagle arms if you want, pressing into your sternum, lifting up the opposite leg, or you can fly your arms out. You can hold on to a chair or the wall, or you can interlace your fingers right here over your thigh and slowly lift and find some kind of warrior 3. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands come down. Standing splits. Lift and lengthen. Nice flat back. Exhale, you're going to fold forward. Take your right hand behind your calf if you can do so without falling. And try to fold forward. Bend the back knee, and you're going to bring the knee over to your right. Come have a seat. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Lift and lengthen your chest. Inhale. Exhale, turning to the right, hugging the knee in, or elbow past the knee. And release. Cross your ankles, and you're going to press back to downward dog. Left leg lifts. 3-legged dog. You're going to bring it in. Bend the back, heel down for warrior 1. So come on up for warrior 1. Front knee is bent. Take your right elbow over the left this time. Lift your elbow, hands away from the face. And then warrior 3 legs. So maybe elbows in the sternum and you just lift straight up. Or you might have to interlace your fingers here over the thigh. And then you're going to lift up just like a lever. Lift up, keep your chest lifting. Maybe you can fly your arms out to the side or do the full pose, arms forward. 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down. Standing splits. So if you're able to, take your left hand behind your calf, slightly bent leg, and then try to straighten that leg as you press into the calf. Bring your forehead closer and squeeze those right glutes. And then you're going to bend that back knee and bring it behind you to the left. Come have a seat. Lift your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Twist over to the right, your left. Elbow past the knee. And release. You're going to roll on down, hands behind you here, and you're just going to rock. 1, 2, and then 3. Plant your feet. Come on up if you can without touching. Feet are kind of wideish. And you're going to just come have a squat for Malasana. So heels are in, toes are out. If you can't get the heels down, you're going to roll a blanket under your heels, like so. Or if you need to, you'll sit on a block. Okay. So root your heels down, lift up through the crown of your head. Take your elbows and press your knees out. Go ahead and close your eyes here. And take a moment of gratitude to yourselves for making the time today to do yoga. Yes, making this time for self-care and gratitude just for our bodies, for being healthy enough to participate in yoga. All right, open your eyes. Left hand comes down. Use your arm to press your knee back even further left. And then if you can, you're just going to turn and look up towards your right fingertip. And you'll feel a nice twist in your spine here. Most people will stay here. If you're able to add a bind, you can bend the bottom arm and maybe take a backwards bind. It's not necessary. I mean, if you can't do it, don't worry about it. Just do the twist. And back to center. Right hand down. You're welcome, Darth and your girlfriend. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Right hand down. Press the right arm and the inner knee back and out. And then you're going to take a backward spine if you're able to. The weight is in your heels. And keep your chest lifted. Find that nice twist in your back. And release. Spread your fingers. Lift up. I know 5 of you can do this. Bakasana. If you're afraid to do it, you can pad your face in case you fall or put a block here. Or you could just meet us in child's pose, okay? So, Bakasana, let's go, Jasmine. Bend your knees. And then you're going to rest on your arms, the elbows moving back, and you can lift the left leg up and then the right one. And maybe that's all you do today, or maybe you have a Bakasana practice. You can do both. Maybe shoot back and find a Cobra. And let's meet everyone in downward facing, in child's pose. Okay, come back up. Let's take your right leg forward. Let's do a lizard. So if you need to pad up your knees, then bring a towel there. So first you're going to have your foot flat. And it might be a really deep stretch because it's pretty deep here. So with the foot flat, I feel it more in my adductors here. And if you want to go deeper, listen to your body though. You can have your arms wide like you're doing a push-up. You can even lift the back leg up and you can do like a push-up. You don't have to do this. You can just come down to what feels good for you. Or you can put your elbows on a block, or you can put your elbows to the floor here. You can change the stretch a little bit, and some people prefer the stretch. If you bring your foot a little closer to the midline, lift your toes, go ahead and rock onto the edge of your foot here. And then you're going to bring your elbows down. And now the stretch has moved for me to the outside of my hip. So again, everybody feels things differently. You might feel it somewhere else. Some people say, oh, my hip flexor stretches, because it's right here on the left side, you're stretching your hip flexors. So if those are really tight for you, you'll feel it there. Just breathe deep. Remember, go to your 60 or 80%, not to your max. And then you're going to bring your left forearm down, turn to your right, reach back and grab your foot if you're able to pull it in, and you'll have a really nice quad stretch. If you're like a third of the class that normally can't catch their foot, then you can still get a quad stretch. Less effective, but still something. You're going to lay on your belly and you're going to just turn and grab your foot while you're on your belly. Pull it in and you'll feel something, at least some kind of quad stretch. Definitely not as effective, but you want to feel something, right? So, all right, we're going to go to the other side. So let's go ahead and bring your left foot forward. Let's keep it flat to start. Keep it flat to start. You're going to bring your arm on the inside of the knee here, and then the hands out to the side. And then just from here, either with the knee lifted or down, you're just going to lift your chin up a little, and you're just going to come down, or you can look down. Just try to lower your chest as much as you're comfortable. And notice where the stretch is for you. For me, I feel it all from my pelvic bone all the way in the inner adductors. Okay, enough of that. You're going to lift your toes, dorsiflex, lifting the toes and rocking onto the edge of your foot there for lizard. You can bring your elbows to a block or elbows to the floor. And you're just going to breathe here. Feel those right hip flexors stretching, maybe even your quads, depending how tight you are. Outer part of your hip, or wherever you're tight. Again, you might feel it the inside as well. Nice deep breaths, feeling the sensation. So the sensation, strong sensations and poses, right, keep us in the present moment because we're like, you can feel it. Try not to let your head, I see so many people in this pose and pigeon, they just let their head fall like a bowling ball. So it's always good to have your neck in line with the spine. It's like, so try to keep it in line with your spine. All right. Right forearm comes down. You're turning to your bent knee. You're going to reach back, try to catch it for a quad stretch. Again, if you cannot reach your foot and you want to find some kind of quad stretch, you're going to lay on your belly like we did earlier. And then you'll just turn to your right and pull it in. All right. And release. Let's take your knees wide. And we're going to come into puppy pose here. Or you can do knees, chest, chin. Okay. Now you're going to lay on your belly. Let's bring our left forearm down, right forearm over that. Palms are down, and we're going to do a nice relaxing stretch for the shoulders. Walk your palms away from each other. Tuck your chin over your shoulder joint, or if you can't, you can just rest it on your bicep here, and then you'll just let your head hang here. So if you have some inflammation in your body and this hurts, Or if anything hurts, then don't do it. Just sit this one out. Otherwise, it should feel good. And release. Let's walk the right arm out to the side. We'll do a spinal twist here. So you're going to kick back, and that left hip is going to stack over the right hip. The bottom leg will rock forward, the back leg will go back. So try to get your feet off your mat, right? And then try to walk your hands away from each other. So this is fine, but if you're able to do more, it feels better if you lift up and smash. Turn your torso towards the mat, smash your right chest down. And so the body is more like an X from the top view. Chin down, and then just enjoy that spiraling. It's a nice ring in your spine to take out stagnant energy in our spine here. And release. Come back. And we'll do the other side. So we're going to take the right forearm close to your body, left forearm on top, and walk your hands away. Tuck your chin over and just relax here. Good. And those of you that are enjoying my yoga streams on a different platform that's not YouTube, you can always, if you go to the YouTube, it's my original, and you can subscribe. I already have like 70 or more videos already put into playlists for you, so you can do gentle or more strenuous, and you can choose which one you want. There's even one or two chair pose, chair yoga for, less mobile older folks or your parents or something. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. All right, release. Take the right arm out to the side. We're going to go ahead and twist over. So kick the... No, I did this one. Okay, so we're going to twist the other way. So the left leg comes forward, the right leg goes back, and then you're going to smash your left chest into the floor. Try to make your palms walk away from each other. If you're able to bring your chin down, it's a little awkward, but actually feels good in your spine. So your feet walk away from each other, your hands walk away from each other, and you're feeling this nice ringing of your spine. Okay, and release. Let's come back to center. All right. So with all the ringing, our spine is primed for a back bend. So you can do a shalabhasana, lifting everything up. If you want to go a little deeper, go ahead, bend your knees, grab your ankles, bring your knees closer together, maybe even touch your big toes together. Kick your shins away for Dhanurasana. And then keep holding your ankles. Rock over to your left side. Back to center. And rock over to the right side. And back to center. And release. quick crocodile pose here. So stacking your forearms, putting your forehead here. Okay, now we're going to come on up. Let's bring the soles of your feet together for Badakanasana. So you can make a diamond shape if you like and fold forward. You can use your elbows to press your knees down and bring your head towards your foot here. And then you're going to straighten both legs. So try to have the pelvis tilting forward. And if it doesn't tilt forward, you can always sit on a blanket or something like this. And that's easier to roll, or you can lift and roll those inner thighs back. Heels down, back is flat. Lift your chest. And some of you might have to stay here if your back tends to round. Otherwise, you're going to slowly bring your hands down your legs here, or you can just bring your forearms to the floor. Or a block, you can put forearms to a block. So seated, wide-legged, forward bend, Badakanasana. And coming up, we're going to lift, bring your legs in, and then you can interlace your fingers behind your foot here and lift it straight up. So straight up for a little hamstring here. Chest is lifted, you're on your sitting bones, and then maybe even grabbing the edge of your foot if you're able to, or the edge of your calf here, and maybe just twist out. All right, other side, interlace, lift it up. You can also use a strap around your foot here if you need to. Try to keep your chest lifted. And then if you're able to add a twist, you're going to grab the outside edge of your foot, lifting your chest, lifting up through the crown of your head, and twist. All right. And then just sit comfortably. As we close out here, we're just going to close our eyes for a moment. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, blow it out as you surrender to your practice. And then take your hands out to the side. You're going to flip your wrist, turn the palms up, and then inhale all of the nourishing, universal chi. Namaste your hands and bring it into your heart center and smile and feel blessed. And smile and feel gratitude. And with gratitude for our practice here together, Let's offer one Om to seal it in. Inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the class, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to share it with your friends. And I normally live stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, so please join me again. And again, if you're able to, if you consider sponsoring me so I can make these live streams, there's more information under the video's description. Thank you so much. Be safe. See you next time.